Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I'm going to be reacting to Hikaru Utada and her album Ultra Blue. So I have been going down the line of reacting to Hikaru Utada's music for the last couple of years now, and we are now on Ultra Blue. So the last one I did was Heart Station, and Heart Station definitely wasn't one of my favourites, but there was absolutely some great songs on there. I really wonder how I'm going to feel about Ultra Blue. I also would like to mention that this was requested by Derek over on Patreon, who has actually requested all the other Hikaru albums as well. And he has actually requested her whole discography, so that will be happening. It was really sad that I couldn't put Heart Station on YouTube, but it kept getting blocked, and I didn't have time to edit it in a way where it wouldn't be blocked. And the way you edit it in a way to not be blocked can be a little different to what I do on my channel. It's a lot more choppy and whatever. However, I did make it free on Patreon. So if you want to go to Patreon, you can find a video there for free. I'll also link that in the description too. That's my reaction to Heart Station. But yes, today we're doing Ultra Blue. I'm super excited to hear it. I'm also nervous because I didn't love Heart Station, like I said. And this one came out in 2006. So I do definitely wonder how it's going to sound and if I'll like it. Derek said this album is definitely a fan favourite, and while it may not be my personal favourite, it has many of my favourite Hikaru songs. This album really takes me back to a lot of the 2000s electronic soundscape, and I think there'll at least be a few songs you'd enjoy. Okay, I'm super excited and nervous a little bit, and just know if I don't love a song, you know I still love Hikaru, and I've loved lots of her work anyway, so I'm just going to keep it real. Keep it positive, but keep it real, you know? If you would like to come a Patreon and help the channel out, that would be amazing. Of course, you could join for free to watch Heart Station. But if you would like to see this video in particular completely uncut, then yeah, do become a patron. You can join at the bottom tier to see videos uncut. If you would like to join a song request tier, that's extra great. I do a song request video every month, and I often post a theme and then people comment their song requests in the comment section under that post. And you don't always have to go with the theme if you're not digging the theme, and especially first time listeners, you don't have to go with the theme. But if you can't do that, don't worry. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, all those lovely things, and go follow my other channel called Fern Like the Plant. I basically just post whatever I want over there, and I haven't been doing it, but I'm starting it up again. And yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of vloggy style stuff, or just me talking to the camera when I need to or feel like it. It might sometimes be a little bit emotional, sometimes it might be funny and fun, but I'm just going to post all like life updates and life stuff over there. So yeah, it's funny that the album's called Ultra Blue and I'm looking ultra green today. Basically, I was already wearing this top and I didn't really want to change it because it's comfy. So I thought, you know, I'm going to match the t-shirt, not the album. But hey, who cares? Right, anyway, this is Love, Let's Go. Wasn't expecting that. I'm loving all the different textures so far. The panning of the vocals. This bit's all like mysterious. like areas, you know, when the music comes in, those little, they're like driplets. Droplets. Ooh. It's like we're in a crystal cave. Oh, it's so pretty. Quite a long fade out here. Actually, you know what? As it like got to the 3-minute mark, I looked down and realized there was like a good 2 more minutes to go. And I was like, yes, that's something I kind of forgot. And I didn't like about her last album is like some of the songs were too long in a repetitive way. And yeah, you could probably say the same thing about this one. But it's like a nice listen. I don't mind it being long. And there was that little segment, that bridge segment that did change it quite a bit. And it really took you to another area. You know, I was saying like I was seeing the droplets, but I could see like, first of all, I could just see like a dark cave and then thinking of the droplets. But then as I really focused on the sound and all the sounds around it, I was like, no, it's like a crystal cave. And then I was thinking of like icicles, but it wasn't icicles. It was still just usual droplets from a cave, but in a crystal cave. There was like crystals everywhere because it was so glimmering and like, you know, glimmering and shimmering, and absolutely gorgeous with the vocal layering and actually the dimensions. That's how I could see such a space like a crystal cave, because it really did have like height to it, a ground to it, width to it, you know, there was a lot going on. I would still say that the production master is like slightly compressed, but not terribly so actually, and especially not for 2006. Like a lot of music in the early 2000s was under huge compression, but this one isn't too bad. It definitely had like some moments where it felt like it was trebly yet muffled at the same time, but that could just be me. I could just be imagining that. But yeah, coming straight out of those vocals, her like classic da 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 da, those very like cry tone, but like sweet, almost like, yeah, they're just like pained almost vocals, but in such a pop fashion. Yeah, really cool. Right, let's have a look at the lyrics. I have actually got them up already. She says, I want my freedom taken from me by an unforeseen love. Oh, I knew in one glance I'll give you cold words and warm kisses. This is love, this is love. That's interesting. I want my freedom taken from me by unforeseen love. It's like she wants to be in the chains of love. She doesn't want to be free and single and like able to think clearly and stuff. She actually doesn't want to be able to think clearly. She wants to be completely blinded by love. She wants to be super in love, basically. Sorry about if the camera shook then, I don't know. But my cat's on the table and he did a little shake. Then it says, the person I captured with the digital camera I'm holding up with shaky hands in the interval between night and morning, the person I cling to softly from behind, I want to tell them something, but the next moment it's already morning. Oh, it's almost like it's a dream or something. Or, you know, it doesn't have to be a dream, but it sounds like it could be, you know? She's got a picture of someone that she's holding and she's looking at before she sleeps. And she wants to tell them how much she loves them, but she falls asleep. It feels like it's too late. Or she's actually there because it says the person I cling to softly from behind. Maybe she's literally there with them and she wants to tell them something but doesn't, and then it's already morning and, you know, the thought's gone, the feeling's gone. You know, maybe it just doesn't seem like the right time. Then it says, hard rains and the love that suddenly sprouts in them. Oh, they become the cold pillow and warm bed. Oh, both my anxiety and peace. This is love. This is love. Ah, okay. Yeah, it's just that feeling again of being completely wrapped in love in a sense where it's a little bit like got a bit of an anxious attachment style going on. And it's a bit more like, you know, they're my anxiety and they're my peace. They're cold and they're warm, but, you know, that's love. That is what love is for me. That's how I feel it. The person who wanders peeking through a digital camera with frightened eyes between dreams. I tried embracing them gently. This is really hard for me to admit, but this might just be love. Oh my God, it's actually kind of interesting. Like, this digital camera situation. It's like she is just looking at a photo of someone and isn't actually with them. I don't know. Then it says, jeans that don't stop ringing in the hard rains. The flower of destiny, the aimless flower of my soul. I want to make them bloom. Okay. You've assumed things were over and put it down as lost before, haven't you? I hope next time you hear the spell. Oh, that opens the closed curtains. Oh, so maybe they've broken up and she's wanting to tell them, she's looking at a picture of them and wanting to tell them that she still loves them and still wants to be with them. But she's telling them to open the curtains and see the light, basically, and see that, you know, she loves them. Something like that. Don't get so excited about having a bad feeling about something. Oh, I'll perish someday, even if my body doesn't get roughed up. So you got to spoil me rotten. Oh, sometimes her lyrics are so funny. This is love, this is love. And then it says, I want my freedom taken from me by unforeseen love. Yeah. Basically, yeah, she just wants to be totally in love and feels like she's falling in love. And she's admitting that she's falling in love, even though she finds it hard to admit. But it might be in love with someone who has closed the door on her, but she's asking them to open it up. Something like that. Who knows? Alrighty, got my glasses now. That's much better. Okay, next song is called Keep Trying. I love this bit. Something about it. Let's go. I don't care about anything. That's cool. Like a little music box. A nice break from the pacing as well. It really slaps you back into that. Kind of wish I had like a build up into it. But that's alright. Another fade out, but the vocals stays. I love that. That guitar. Wait, that guitar, I didn't hear it at all throughout. Was it just at the end? Oh, I loved it with the guitar. Yeah, you know what? Because I was going to say, I didn't like that one as much as the first one. I still kind of liked it, though. There were so many, like, special parts, like the na, na, sounding really suspenseful. And there were some other bits. Oh yeah, the little pre-chorus bit, really like that. Had a nostalgic feel for sure. Nostalgic for early 2000s, I suppose. Yeah, there was lots of fun moments, but I did feel like it dragged a little bit doing the same thing. And like, it was a little too much like the first one in the vocal style. I'm really, really wanting to hear some of her deeper vocals that I know she can do. And I want to hear them in a nice way. I wonder if she actually does that in her earlier years, because I know she does it in her later albums a lot, and I love that. Yeah, it was just okay. I wish like that little music box bit was either longer or had a bit more of a build up. But yeah, it really is just, it speaks for the time. It really does. Early 2000s, 2006. I mean, it sounds like a 2006 song for sure. I also felt like this one didn't have as many dimensions. Like I didn't have as much like space and so on like that, but that's okay. The song's basically saying keep trying. I didn't look at the lyrics. I don't think I'm going to, because yeah, I'm not that bothered. But I'm going to move on to Blue. That's so cool. Actually, her voice is so pretty here. I really do like that piano. Yeah, I love this bit. Throw you into that chaos. It's a long song. See, this is what kind of gets on my nerves. Too repetitive. Do you know what upsets me a little bit? And I know I don't want to be hurtful to the Hikaru stans out there, of course, but it really does irritate me when you take something that's fun and good and then you repeat it far too many times in a song and ruin it. That dun, 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 dun. Like, it's actually a really fun little moment in the song, but with it, the amount that it happened in that song, it was literally like, okay, we get it. Like, we get it. Like, not to be mean or anything, it's just a little like, okay, yes, and again and again. But we all know that early 2000 songs were very repetitive, but the difference is they were also only like 3 minutes long. They weren't even long. This is 5 minutes. So forgive me, but that was a little hard to get through at the end there. I don't know whether it be my ADHD as well. I just can't really do that repetitiveness. I just can't do it. I really enjoyed all those like siren bits of her vocals and it go into that like glitchy kind of like synth. It sounded almost like it would go into that synth. Really nice moments in that. 100% wasn't my favourite, but it's annoying because at the start it was so promising that I felt like, oh, this might end up being a favourite, but then it starts to repeat itself and I'm like, no, it's just not. But oh well, that's okay. You know, it might just be that I don't love the earlier albums, but I really did like This Is Love. Keep Trying was good, really good moments in there, and Blue was good and had good moments, but just overdid them. The good moments were overdone, unfortunately. Also, yeah, noticed the litter tray was literally right behind me, and I was like, it's not really a nice aesthetic, is it, having a big litter tray there? Yeah, let's move on. Let's listen to, I actually don't know the name of it because it's in Japanese. Have no idea. There's going to be a few like that, obviously. I genuinely don't know what it's called. But yeah, let's do it. Track number 4. Okay. I don't want to get too excited. I really like this so far, though. Really tickles the ears, the way it's all like, the delay is panning. Ooh. Yeah, I'm liking the beat. Really is a beat that feels like it's being pushed down. I really like that. Ooh, where are we going? Oh, we got some syncopation. And that, and that, and that, and that, and that. This is fun. It's almost like a Disney princess. Hey, okay, little something extra, nice and fuzzy. I love that, the way it really just peels back and like leaves you in that space for a moment. I love that. Really like mysterious again. It definitely does feel enchanted in moments. Like I said, like the Disney princess, the sort of mysteriousness. But then like the rest of it is very like, I don't know, just like a cool beat really. Nice, my favourite song so far, and actually, funnily enough, it's the shortest one. But it's also because of the way it felt, like that beat was so cool. It was really like art pop like and eclectic in places, and yeah, there was a lot of like little moments that were fun. Dimensions of This Is Love has got to be my favourite in the sense of dimension wise, but this is my favourite beat wise and just like, It's just a little bit more mellow, I suppose. Like, not as much going on. There's actually, it's a bit more stripped back. I don't know, it just doesn't feel too overwhelming. I really, really like that. Actually, annoyingly, I actually do want to look at the lyrics of this one. So I'll see if I can find them, but obviously I don't know how to write the name of the song. Oh, right, okay, I've actually found the lyrics. Good. Because I wrote Sunday morning instead. Right, it says stuff like boyfriend and girlfriend. I like it better when we don't call ourselves things like that. It's always more fascinating to leave such enigmas unresolved. Oh, so she's basically saying, like, you know, I don't want to label us. I just want to be what we are. It's more exciting that way. I love Sunday mornings. Don't worry about things like the time. I'll get to spend more time than usual with you, so there. That's true. Sunday morning, sunshine dreaming. Yeah, I said all that. Things like happiness and misery, they're generally mistaken concepts. Celebrations, funerals. It's a Sunday morning I spend at ease. I'm sorry, what? Things like happiness and misery, they're generally mistaken concepts. Celebrations and funerals. Okay. I'm not going to try and understand that. I think funerals are pretty sad and celebrations are pretty happy. I wouldn't say they're mistaken. It's a Sunday morning I spend at ease. Oh, it's a Sunday morning I spend at ease. So she's saying, like, oh, those things can make you feel happy and sad, but like actually it's Sunday mornings that I love the most. I don't know. She's trying to say something there. Rise and shine, Monday morning, stuff like work. I'm going to drop it. And then with you this weekday afternoon, I really want to go to the aquarium. She's so matter of fact. Like before doing this reaction, like I was like, even if I don't like the album, Fern, because I was a bit worried after the last album, I was like, even if I don't like it, at least I'm going to be able to look at the lyrics and have a little giggle and enjoy that part. Like I was so looking forward to the lyrics, and it feels like the earlier Hikaru is even more funny with her lyrics than her later music, I'd say, for sure, actually. But yeah, they're funny because they're so cute and matter of fact, not in like haha, like laughing at her, but laughing like it's like adorable, you know? And also you got to think this is an English translation, so it might sound completely normal in Japan and sounds a little bit more funny in English, you know? Things like dating and dressing up, I'm not in the mood to do either, so won't my room be just fine? The curtains are closed and we spend this morning at ease, Sunday morning at ease. Deadlines and appointments, I like having things like that to do. If you get tired of love, we'll sleep quietly and it'll be fine, so there. Okay. That's cool. I love it. And yeah, it goes back to the stuff like boyfriend and girlfriend. I like it better when we don't call ourselves that. Yeah. Nice. She just likes these Sunday mornings with this person. And she's like, yeah, whatever you want to do is good. I like doing deadlines and all these things, but I also do love a Sunday morning. And you know, if you get tired of the loving, we can just chill. We don't have to keep loving on each other. We can just chill out for a bit. Okay, next song is called Making Love. Oh. That's such a weird little shift. I like that. I like that a lot. This one reminds me of like Madonna a little bit. I feel like do you know what? I feel like at the end you suddenly hear the sounds like dun 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 dun. Like I feel like that would have been carried throughout the song, but you don't hear it much because it's very much it's a little overcomplicated, I'd say. Yeah, like the dun 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 dun, whatever it's doing. Like I love the way that sounds, but you don't hear it in all its glory in those choruses. But then in the outro, you suddenly hear what it actually sounds like. Yeah, and it sounds really cool and pumping. But I don't know what it is. It just feels like this big. So something kind of takes over and makes it sound a little too, like the beautiful sounds, they sound all clumped together. They don't actually have a lot of like stereo feeling or like dimensions like the first song did. So yeah, but it wasn't bad. Again, it was too long. However, it was shorter than it was shorter than the other songs. Actually, that little mid-section when she was like kind of going a little faster. This bit now. I loved that. Yeah, I love it. I think I really like it when it strips back and there isn't just like this overwhelming feeling going on. And then obviously the repetitive choruses. I just can't get with it, guys. I can't get with it. Yeah, because like I can hear the chorus once and I don't even love the chorus anyway. And then having to hear that again and again is very frustrating. Okay, we are now on track 6. Let's go. Okay, maybe got a bit of a ballad. Beautiful. Ooh, that little croak. Wow. That is really pretty. This is a nice break from like the other more electronic sounds. Very pretty. Very nice. Yeah, I didn't say much throughout and just was really listening because like that was just a really nice sort of break from the more electronic sounds and the chaos. It was just a very beautiful ballad that started off just mainly acoustic on its own, you know, just very stripped back and then like got fuller and fuller with like the cellos and like, you know, certain things coming in that give it that fullness that I really, really enjoyed. Her voice was gorgeous. Obviously, I don't know what she's saying. It would have been even better if I did know what she was saying. And I don't mean I wish that she was singing English. I'm saying I wish I could literally understand Japanese because I imagine that hits really hard when you hear it and know the lyrics. So what I will do is go and look at the lyrics for that song. So she says, I've lost something important because of small thing. Okay, this is probably not a very good English translation, actually. Okay. I've lost something important because of small thing. The cold ring showed its glimmer to me and said, all I need is today, but that wasn't the case. This is a door to you, vanished without sound. Oh my goodness, who knows what this is saying? The more I wish for your happiness, the more selfish I become. But still, I want you to stay, and I always did. I imagine that says, the more I wish for your happiness, the more selfless I become. But still, I want you to stay, and always did. That sounds like it makes more sense. When someone's wish comes true, she'll be crying. Oh my God, I don't know if I should read this because it just doesn't feel right. It really doesn't feel right. I know she has some funny lyrics, but they do usually make some amount of sense. Okay, let's do this. I can always trust Kimono Beat. They do it really well. And I've used Kimono Beat before to look at Hikaru's lyrics. I lost something important over a small thing. My cold ring sparkled at me. If only it were right now, I said, but that wasn't the case. The door to you has disappeared without a sound. That makes so much more sense. So much more. So it says, the more I wish for your happiness, the more selfish I become, but I don't want to hold you back. I always do. When somebody else's wish comes true, she'll be crying. That way the door won't make a sound. I endure a little too much wanting to be the only one who could heal you, someone who's needed by everyone else. It's not selfish to wish for your own happiness, right? If not, I'd like to hold you as tightly as I can. When my tears dry up, she'll be crying. That way the ground beneath us won't dry up. I don't know what all that means, like she'll be crying. Like, who is she? Who's this random woman? The more I wish for your happiness, the more selfish I become, but I don't want to hold you back. But I want to hold you back, I always do. When somebody else's wish comes true, she'll be crying. Yeah, I don't understand the she, but who's she? The more this small glow turns the kind of we become, I'd like to hold you one more time as softly as I can. Again, it's that sort of, I want to be with you sort of feeling. I want to be with you, I love you. And I don't want that door to close, and maybe I need to let you go, and I shouldn't be selfish, and I do want you to be happy, but you know, I want my happiness too, and my happiness is with you. That's kind of what it sounds like. But yeah, anyway, moving on, let's do colours. This feels familiar. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like that actually. I really like this. Rhythm switch up is so nice. Yeah, really liking the drum patterns. Yeah. I really like where her vocal is placed. It's not too overwhelming, it fits in perfectly. I wonder if this is a different producer. to like some of the other songs. Right, and that's the end of the song. I didn't even feel too long at all. That felt perfect. What the hell? Like, that was genuinely really good. Like, I feel like the other songs that I didn't like could have sounded so much better if they had that type of production, in a sense of like, her vocals are a little bit more in the middle, and like all the music was almost around the vocals. Like, she's like right here and all the music goes round, and that felt like perfect. Whereas usually her voice sounds like it's always raised, it's like above the music, it's a little bit too much, whereas this was so good. And then when you did have like the layered vocal moments, like the backing vocals, it would like pan into the ears, but it would feel like it was branching out from her in the middle. Oh my god, it's so much more fun when it's a song that I really like that has dimensions and has so much to it and dynamics, you know. It, like, you can see me light up. I'm literally a different person when I actually do like a song, and it really shows as well that it comes down to the production a lot of the time. And obviously I don't like the repetitive nature of some of the songs, of course, yes, but you know, like her melodies and like the fun drum patterns and like the different things in this song was so beautiful. When she uses her voice very much that da 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 da, like obviously hearing that same sort of like notion in her voice over and over again can be a little bit like tiresome. We need a little bit more dynamic here and there. But when it's pulled back into the middle, it doesn't matter so much, because it really does just become another instrument. It really is complementing and being complemented by the other instruments. And you could hear the vulnerability in her voice again, very beautiful. I like the dun 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 dun. All those bits are cool. I loved all the drum pattern change-ups. Yeah, genuinely a really good song. It was produced by Hikaru Utada. Is that her dad? I think it is, isn't it? Also, I might be saying his name wrong. Sorry about that. Yeah, that is her dad. That's kind of cute. Well, he definitely slayed that one. That was really good. And it is interesting because it had the same sort of vibes as the other ones, but it was just to do with how it was produced. I really like that. I don't know what happened with the dynamics and so on. It's just like in the first song and in that one, there was just a lot more. I just like it more. I think I just like the vibe more. I don't know. It's interesting, isn't it? But that one I liked. Okay, next one is called One Night Magic. Okay. I like her voice a lot. Wow. Pre-chorus. This one's super rhythmic. I really like it. I really like that bass too. So bouncy. It's like water balloons. I'm not giving up. all the cluttered sounds. Nice. Yeah, I really liked that. And I loved all the cluttered sounds. Like it was all like over the place. Sometimes I'd find a little moment where I didn't like it, but then it would fall back into something I really like again and shift me. And like obviously my mind's going to be a little bit more critical now that there's been some songs that I haven't liked. And I am just looking at a very critical eye and need something that's going to really change my mind. But actually these last two songs have been changing my mind a little bit. Yes, we might dip again. That's fine. I'm not as panicked as I was in the last video. In the last video, I actually found like I was like stressed when I didn't like the songs. I felt bad. I felt terrible, especially because I'd been liking so much Hikaru Utada before. Yes, there was always been a couple songs, even in later albums, I didn't love, but I liked them all pretty much. And then so when the last album came around and I didn't like it that much, it was stressful. But now that I'm in a place where I understand that, I'm a bit more free and open about it and be like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. You don't have to like them all, you know? I think especially when it's a Patreon request, it's sad when you don't like all the songs or whatever, because you know that you really want to make the patron happy and so on like that. But obviously after last time, Derek was just happy with me being honest and saying don't worry about it if you don't like it. You know, Derek's actually a very open-minded, sweet person like that. So actually that means a lot. And hopefully all of the rest of you who are watching are just the same. But like I said, I'll always point out some things that I'll be critical and honest, but I'll keep it positive. And when I got something positive to say, I'm going to say it. And I really did like that one for all its cluttered moments. And also, da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That bit was really fun. And her voice is really pretty in it. She actually had some real power in some of those bits, and like that bit where she really belts. I can't even explain the part, but you know the part. It's so good. And it's got a little rasp in there too. It's just enjoyable. Yeah, I liked that. We are now on track 9. That is beautiful. Wow. I really like this. Cinematic. Whew. It's sparkling everywhere. Oh, I could just see so many wind chimes. Oh my god, that's my favourite song. That's my favourite one on the album. I was getting so many visuals. Okay, I want to explain some of these visuals. So it really was like at the start here, these little twinkling, jingling sounds. Like, right, okay, it's like a movie because it's very cinematic, isn't it, already? And it's a bit like a movie what I saw. So I saw like this older woman and she had like she had like a big cloak on. The film was in like a cooler shade. It wasn't like warm or anything. It felt like cool and cold. The sky was very still and grey. And I saw this old woman wearing a cloak and she had like blankets over her arm. But also she had like, she was holding onto like this, it sounded like a wind chime, but the actual what it looked like wasn't a wind chime. It looked like it was this shape, and it was like flowers coming off it, and they looked like little. They were like trumpet shaped, I suppose, and they were all hanging down, but they were all like old, like they're kind of crusty. You know what I mean? A little bit crusty. But she was holding them as if they were like special. You know, maybe they were used for something. Maybe they're used for warding off evil or something like that. But it felt very like spiritual, I suppose. But yeah. And then I could also see when it would come in with the like the I don't know, when the strings would be even brighter or like, you know, lifted up higher, I could see like all these little huts on like a big mountainside, and there's just like the ocean right here. And then I could see moments where Hikaru was like running along like a I don't even know what to call it. It's so hard to explain what I see in my head. Sometimes I don't know what things are called or how to explain things. I could see her kind of running down the steps of this mountain, and it has like the railings, and then there's like a balcony bit, and she's just like la da da or whatever she's singing, like, and all her like white clothes were like blowing, you know, and her hair's blowing as like the wind of, and like the sea is like, you know, kind of crashing in, and it was really beautiful. And it was very, very spiritual. And then like there was twinkly sounds, which sounded like, so it sounded like wooden wind chimes, and then also like metal wind chimes. But it was very, yeah, it felt like this village. It really did feel like a village on a mountain in this cooler tone. And she was there like in the freedom of it all, running out to that little ledge bit and looking over the sea. And yeah, there was just something to it. Obviously, I don't even know what it's about, but it really felt like this beautiful place. I don't know how to explain it. I actually saw like a whole place in my mind that I must have got from somewhere, but I don't know where. Let's have a look what the lyrics say. Okay, so the first thing is, because on Spotify it only has the Japanese name, right? I literally just like swiped over to look at Genius to find the song, to then copy and paste that, to then go into English lyrics. Anyway, and then I went to go click it, and it says in brackets sea route, like the ocean, sea route. Wow, she really did that. Like the music painted the picture of the ocean, and I saw it. Oh, it's so crazy when things like that happen. I'm always like, what? But anyway, let me actually copy paste that and look at the lyrics. Wow, that was cool though. Was there like sounds of the ocean in there or something that I missed out on? Right. Nothing obvious, but it definitely does sound like a seaside sort of town. And it really does feel like, yeah, cold almost, but not like a cold day, but like cold looking, grey day, but like maybe a bit humid. I don't know. It says, a single boat strikes black waves. I want to see a lot of scenery. Other people, they choose framed pictures, hide and seek, everlasting for me. Spring sunlight shines on me. Actually, when she was doing the bit where she was out by the ledge and like all the wind was there, she did definitely have sunlight glowing on her. 100%. It was almost as if the sun was setting and it was just very golden. It wasn't like this big pink sunset or anything. It was just like you could see the sunlight on her. I couldn't see the sky at that point. I want to talk with my father one more time. The wish of a man in the sunset of his life. Oh. Hide and seek, and the one who's it won't come out. Has today been decided from the very beginning? Hide and seek, it's your turn next. Interesting. Going back to that sort of like taking pictures thing again as well. Like at the start, she was talking about like digital photos, wasn't she? Wow. But actually, it was really quite interesting that my visuals does line up quite well with like the song itself, and like her wanting someone to come out of hiding, and like me imagining her at this at the ledge, almost like maybe calling for a boat to come home, come out of hiding, come back to me, something like that. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, wow. Next song is called Wings. Okay. Pretty. Kind of like we're in the crystal cave again. So far. Do you know what? I actually really love the piano with everything else going on, more than just the piano alone. Like the reverse of what I've been liking before. Nice. I like that instrumental sort of outro. No vocals, apart from those interesting little ones there, but you know what I mean? Yeah, I like that. That was cool. Yeah, I was saying it about the piano because there's been times when some of the songs like start and end, I've said like, oh, that sounds beautiful. I really like that. And then it'll get into the main part of the song and I'll end up getting a little tired of it. But this time I was like, the piano on its own, I wasn't too excited about, but once hearing it with the bulk of the main bulk of the song, I was really liking it. So yeah, how the turns have tabled. All right, let's look at the lyrics for this one. Hikaru Utada, ooh, Utada, yeah. Okay, it says, I stare into your back, wondering if I should give you a hug. It's only my imagination that's bold. La 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 la, woo ooh, whoa. Wings that are just big and can't fly. You're my only close friend. I put off being honest with you again. Why is that so easy to get used to? It sounds like she's still talking about that person that she was talking about in another song when she was saying, you know, I want to tell you all the things I feel about you, but I find suddenly it's morning and I haven't done that. You know, it sounds like she's talking about the same guy. My bathwater is lukewarm. I even spoil myself half-heartedly. Oh, my bathwater is lukewarm. I even spoil myself half-heartedly. Didn't even make it hot. Oh, guess that's just how spoiled I am. In a warm place where I feel safe, I open a book by my favourite author. I soon forget what you said yesterday. Why do I doubt the one I love? Why do I doubt the one I love? The wind against your face is the chance. Jump. right now. Don't close it just short of the ending. There are things I could do to be ready for tomorrow, but I'm going to bed early tonight. I put what I want to say to you down on paper, the big sky I'm dreaming of. And she's talking about the dreaming again as well. Okay. She just feels very lovelorn, you know? She is longing for love, but she doesn't know how to tell the person she loves, you know? It is very much carrying the same themes. Like I noticed that in the last album too, like the themes were very similar throughout each song. But not all the songs are the same. That's why I do like to have a little check. But anyway, next song is called Be My Last. The vocal literally goes through your head. Wow. Kind of metal. It's got a little bit of a country flair to it. So many like pretty vocal moments. That's cool. Okay. This is quite nice. I actually really like this. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, and the reason I said like, oh, it's kind of metal, there's like little moments in there that like felt like, and I don't mean it sounds metal as in it's got distortion and all those things, obviously, but I mean like the actual like chord progressions or like some of the notes or some of the feelings just had a metal feeling to it. And I know that Hikaru's done some rockier songs before. Yeah, that was cool. I liked that a lot. But yeah, let's move on. This is called Eclipse Interlude. And it's 1.5 minutes, so the shortest song on the album. And then it'll go into Passion, which I'll just let it go into Passion, I think. And I think Passion is the last song, apart from Sanctuary, in brackets, opening. Have I ever heard Sanctuary before? For some reason, that's like really, really ringing a bell. Even that one, Be My Last, rang a bell a little bit. But I don't know, I can't tell at this point. I don't think I have heard that one before. Sanctuary, though, I feel like I've heard Sanctuary opening and ending, haven't I? So I just had a double check in editing because I was like, no, I know I've heard a song called Sanctuary and I remembered what it sounded like as well. And I knew I'd heard the opening and the closing. But then when I went to look up, what album it was on, and I couldn't find it. I was like so confused. It really felt like, I don't know, I was like gaslighting myself. And then just now I looked up again, and it's on Utada's album This Is the One. And I remember it so clearly because they were the two last songs, and they were bonus tracks. And I was just like, hang on a minute, like this is all so familiar. When I was listening to it, I was confusing myself so much, but I knew I'd heard it. I knew I had. My memory was correct. It's funny having an interlude at the end as well, but never in the middle of the album. Quite like this little interlude. Oh, okay. Right, Passion. Ooh, the reverse. Guitar, electric guitar. That's familiar again as well. Definitely heard this song. Definitely heard this song before. I'm just trying to figure out what album I heard it on though. So I'm skipping the last song because I have heard it. Obviously you saw me say, hey, I really do recognise this, and then saying, oh no, I've definitely heard this. And I didn't want to do like a repeat reaction, to be honest. And it's a lot of me just being like, where have I heard this? Where have I heard this? It's like, okay, a bit boring. So we're just going to move on to the track synopsis part now. Well, anyway, let's go through the track list and see which ones were my favourite. Okay, so we started with This Is Love, and I really, really liked that one. I thought the dimensions and dynamics were really, really cool. Thought it was pretty, just liked it. It was a really good introduction. It started off with like sort of chaoticness as well. Let's also play it to remind myself. Yeah. It's all like chaotic and like, whoa, what's going on? High energy for sure. And then we had Keep Trying. I remember I didn't love this one, but there were definitely cool moments at the note, like those notes. Those notes were so cool. Then we had Blue, which was another one that I didn't love. I feel like this one I didn't love that much at all because of the repetitiveness. I feel like there was cool moments in there again though, like that little interesting bit. Is it this one? Oh, pretty vocals. Yeah, pretty vocals. Then we had track 5. Yeah, I liked that one. That was like the first one where I was like, oh my god, I actually really do quite like this one. Then we had Making Love, which I thought was, yeah, it was okay. Yeah. Oh wait. Oh yeah, that was a bit I really liked. It was in Making Love. That was a cool bit that I liked. Yeah, that was okay. Then we had track 6. Oh yeah, it was like a ballad that got fuller and fuller. I really liked that. Then we had Colours, which I really, really enjoyed actually. I can't even see my face. Yeah, I really like Colours. Again, it felt like that dynamic had come back that I enjoyed. Then we had One Night Magic, which was really fun and really cute. I don't know, something about that was, I just thought it being called One Night Magic, when I first saw it, I thought, here we go. And then I played it and I was like, no, this is really fun and really sweet actually. Then we had the 9th track, which was the Sea Route one, which was my favourite one. Completely my favourite. Loved it so much. So beautiful. Then we had Wings. Yeah, and this is the one where I like the piano mixed with the other sounds so much. I thought they just, everything complemented each other for sure. Be My Last was really cool. I actually really like Be My Last. There's not like a lot I have to say about it, but I really liked it. Eclipse Interlude was really fun, actually. I did like that. Then we had Passion, which is basically Sanctuary, but the Japanese, I imagine, the original version, and Sanctuary is the English version. But my favourite is 100% Sea Route, track 9. I don't know, something about that was just so gorgeous, and I'd love to hear more sounds like that from her. Crazy, that is the end. I think the next album that I'll be reacting to will be Deep River. I think. I should probably check. Oh no, it looks like it's going to be Exodus next. So Exodus next, and then it will be... Is Exodus even on Spotify? Oh, she just goes by Utada in this one. And this one came out in 2004. Yeah, very much looking forward to hearing this one too, but also fingers crossed I really like it. I wonder what the sound of that one's going to be like. I really just have no idea, but I'm excited to hear. But anyway, I really do hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your favourite songs. And thank you so much again, Derek, for this request. Hope you enjoyed my reaction, and I shall see you next time. Bye!